Children, this is July 2024, Grade 7, Paper 1, Part 2. Hope all of you have watched Part 1. I discussed 2 pages, right? You can find the answers for the page 1 and page 2 in Part 1. So by any chance, if you have not watched the Part 1, please watch it before going through this video. So then in this video, I'm planning to discuss from page 3 onwards, right? Page 3 onwards, I repeat. So this is grade 7, July 2024, paper 1, page number 3, right? So then here in page number, find the quarterly telephone bill for the following, right? So then we have rental charge, the number of units used, cost per unit. So then the rental charge, somehow we need to pay. No? So then how do you get the other values? So then the 1 unit, it is 10 pence. And if we have used 800 units, altogether it is 8,000 pence. Okay. And I want to convert this 8,000 pence into pounds. How can I do that? I divide it by 100. So then the answer is, it is 80. Okay. And what will be the total bill? Right. So then the total bill will be equal to rental plus usage. Right. The rental is 25 pounds. And then the usage is 80 pounds. You add them together. So then it will be 105 pounds. This should be if, right? Printing mistake. If a person pays 200 pounds, what is the balance he get? So then the balance he get will be, you want to deduct 105 from 200. 105 from 200. So then the balance will be 95 pounds, right? So we'll double check 800 into 10, 8,000. And when I divide it by 100, that becomes 80. And that 80 you add with 25, that is 105. And if I pay with 200, so I have 95 as the balance. Then the next one, you want to find the area. So how do you find the area of a trapezium? So you write half into A plus B into H. What is A? So this is the A value. This is the A value. What is B? This is the B value. What is H? This is the H value. You want to mark these details, right? So first you get the parallel lines and you add these values together and you multiply it by the height, the perpendicular height, and multiply it by half. So then here half multiplied by A6 plus 12 into H. So then it is half into 18 into 4. So 2 times 1, 2 times 9. So then the answer is 36 centimeter squared. Right? 36 centimeter squared. A plus B into H into half. The height of 6 children are given below. 154, 162. Likewise, we have the height and we want to find the median height. And when you want to find the medium height, children, what we need to do, first of all, we want to write down the given set of data in ascending order. So what's the smallest one here? It is that we just write them in ascending order. Right, first we'll write them in ascending order. So what will be the first one? 148. Then 154. 155, 155, 156, and 162, right? 162. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So then we have, right. So these are the two middle figures. When you have two middle figures, what we do? We add them together, right? 155 plus 155 divide by 2. So then the answer will be 150, right? So when you add 155 and 155, it gives me 310. That 310, when I divide by 2, it gives me 155. So then the median will be 150. Median will be 155. Two weights are in the ratio of 11 to 4. If the second weight is 80, find the first weight. Now, 11 to 4. 11 to 4 is the ratio. And the first ratio we don't know. The first weight we don't know, but the second weight is 80. So then if I write 11 over 4, and if I write x over 80, how you can find the x value? 11 multiplied by 80 divided by 4. 4 times 1, 4 times 20. Then 11 multiplied by 20, it is 220. Right? 220. So find the first weight. It is 220 kilograms. Right? So if you want to double check whether your answer is correct, so we write 220 to 80. You simplify. 22 to 8. 11 to, oh, you get the same answer, right? So then we will move to the next question. You want to give the ratio for sine 30. So now you want to do something. If this is 30 children, you want to mark this as 60, right? If this is 30 and the other angle should be 60. With related to the 30, that is black color one, 30, right? So this is the opposite side. And this is the hypotenuse and this is the adjacent with related to the 30 degree. Then with related to the 60, this will be the opposite. So this will be the hypotenuse and this will be the adjacent. First of all, when you have this kind of question, you want to identify the hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent, which is related to the whatever the angle we are talking about at that moment. So if you are talking about the 30 degree angle, your opposite side will be XY. But by any chance, if you are talking about the 60 degree angle, your opposite side will be ZY, right? Based on that, it will be changed. And the other thing, quickly I will write something like this. Sine theta. What is the equation? Opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. What is cos theta? So adjacent over hypotenuse. Right? What is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So these are the three trigonometry ratios you should know. Sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And the tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Now I know the general formula. So then sine theta 30 will be opposite is xy and hypotenuse is xc. Then the sine 60 with related to the 60, opposite is yz and hypotenuse is xz, right? So then the tan 30, opposite xy, and adjacent cy, cos, cos 30, cy, adjacent cy and xc. So then I double check whether my answers are correct. Sin 30, opposite over hypotenuse, xy over xc, correct. Sin 60, zy over zx, correct. And tan 30, xy over cy. Cos 30, zy over xz. Yeah, correct. Then the next one, find the map ratio of a map if 50 kilometer is represented by 3 centimeters. First of all, you want to understand what do you mean by the map ratio. The map ratio is the distance on a map to distance on the ground. Distance on the ground, right? Okay, so then here they say 15 kilometers represent by 3 centimeters, right? 15 kilometers. Now we want to convert 15 kilometers into meters. How? 15,000 meters. So that we will convert into centimeters. So first here you multiply this by 1,000. And this value you multiply by 100. So then here 50, that the like this, centimeters. Now you have 3 centimeters to 1,500,000 centimeters. Centimeter cancel. So then I want to simplify. I divide both by 3, both the side by 3. Then this become 1 and this become 500. So then the map ratio will be 1 to 500,000. 1 to 500,000, right? Find the map ratio. Always you want to keep in your mind the map ratio is the distance between distance on a map and the two distance on the ground. The normally distance on the ground will be 15 kilometers, but when we conclude the map ratio, both the distances should be in centimeters. Therefore, we convert 15 kilometers into centimeters. That becomes 1,500,000 centimeters. And we simplify and get the map ratio value, right? So then we will move to the page number 4. A person on average reads 2 books per month. So then the 2 books per month. So then in a year, how many months we do have? So that is 12 months, right? So then how do you get the answer? So then per year it is 2 books. Sorry, per month it is 2 books. And for 12 months, it is 24 books per year. On an average, a person drinks 3 liters of water per day. How many liters of water does person drinks in a week? And then in a week, we know that we do have 7 days. So then the per day, if it is 3 liters, and you multiply this by 7, and it gives me 21. Right, so then that becomes 21 liters per week. Okay, then we will move to find the area of the shape. From ABCD, a triangle shape is cut off. First of all, we want to get the area of the area of ABC, we will write ABCD, yeah. ABCD. What is the area? Length is 10 centimeters, right? So then altogether, when we add them together, 6 and 4, this becomes 10 centimeters. No? So then that becomes 10 centimeters into 8 centimeters. So then it gives you 80 centimeters squared. So then from that, we want to get the area of the small triangle, right? Area of the triangle, how do you find? Half into base into perpendicular height. So then 2 times 1 and 2 times 2. So that is 6 centimeters squared. So then the area of the remaining shape, so then we deduct 80 centimeters squared minus 6 centimeters squared. The answer will be 74 centimeters squared. You just see, children, that how I have written the answers. So then that is all about the part B, and then we want to discuss part C. I'm planning to discuss part C in a separate video. Otherwise, this will be longer, right? So what you want to do, you check all your answers and see whether you have followed all the steps given here. Maybe that you have learned in a different way sometimes, but try to adhere to these methods and try to show all the steps as much as possible. So then your answer sheet will be a comprehensive one. So then you can go for a better mark. Okay, children. So then we'll meet again with the part 3, right? So then until then, you can go through part 1 and part 2. Then be thorough with whatever the questions or the concepts we discuss. See you, and I will meet again with the next part.